Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. VOK Voice of Kalijudan.
Hi everyone, welcome to VOK Voice of Kalijudan. And today we have Pak Hady.
Hi,
And
VOK Viewers.
Yeah, hi VOK Viewers. And today we are going to talk about some questions related to learning English, or we can call it as frequently asked questions, yes sir.
All right.
A lot of people will think that like, why should I learn English? Because like no one around me speaks English.
Well, one thing for sure is that learning a language is not something that you can do overnight, right? And learning a language takes years of patience and perseverance. And you never know what tomorrow will bring and what impact your proficiency will take you. And when you need it and you want it instantly, that is not possible. Now about that everyone around you does not speak English, then, well, if there is the chance, then you will be the first one to get the chance. So why not?
Yes. So we can have more opportunities, yes sir. Yeah.
Yes. So your opportunity is much bigger when other people cannot do what you can do.
I am learning another language. Okay, so this is the case is like, for example, me now I am learning another language, but I will decide like, okay, I will learn English after I finish or after I master my previous language, like my first or okay. Now the second case, for example, I am now learning another language, sir, but then I will decide, okay, I will learn English after I master that language. So what do you think about that, guys?
All right. So a similar question, Miss Osa, will go like, I'm learning English, and I will learn another language when I have already mastered English. Well, the fact is, you can never totally master a language. And to be honest, even until right now, after years and years of teaching English, I'm still learning English.
Okay.
Do you believe me?
Yes, so me too, sir. Yes, I
Alright.
am also learning English right now.
So what I would like to tell you is that, well, to learn a couple of languages, 2 or probably 3 at the same time, is not an issue.
Okay. So that's okay, yes, sir. Yeah.
It is totally fine.
Sir, in your opinion, if there are people saying that are language skills just a nice to have, so what will you say?
Well, it is indeed a skill that is nice to have, right? But basically, it's beyond that. It is something that is going to boost your career and bring value to yourself. In brief, apart from its social function, it also has its professional advantages.
Okay, professional advantages.
Of course, of course.
This is actually related to our current situation, sir. You know, like nowadays we have a lot of applications, and one of the application is Google Translate. How if a lot of people out there think that I do not need to learn English because I have Google Translate on my phone?
So Google Translate and actually other AI machines are not everything, Miss Osa. Now, what about if you go to a doctor and then after you get yourself examined and then the doctor is browsing a thick, a thick catalog of medicine? Now, would you be convinced with that doctor? And also,
not really.
the delay is too much. Yeah.
Yep.
And one thing, when you use gadget and things like that, there are 2 requirements. All right. So the battery, the electricity,
Okay, the
and
battery.
the signal coverage.
Yeah.
So probably you have the signal coverage, but you forgot to top up.
Yeah.
Then you cannot function.
Yes,
All
you're right.
But when it is in you, it comes in handy. All right,
Yep.
because it's in you. So once again, all the AI machines work by word-for-word translation.
Okay.
And
Word by word
yes,
translation.
exactly. But right now, I know that some of the AIs are intelligent enough to also translate idioms.
Okay.
But
idioms.
probably not sarcasm yet.
Yeah, you're right. Like that machines or applications cannot translate like sarcasm, because like in sarcasm we also
Yeah,
speak with
because-
feelings, yes, sir.
Yeah, and the meaning is the opposite.
Yes,
right?
you're right. Okay, so that's why speaking English is important, yes, sir. Learning two languages will confuse me. That's the next issue.
All right. So if you want to learn, you
Mhm.
know, 2 languages, 3 languages at the same time, just go ahead. All right. Because different languages you'd have different system. All right. So totally different vocabularies. Not to mention the system of writing and well, I don't think in general will get confused unless the languages are very much closely related, like Dutch and German. So probably you will have, you know, you will experience interference. But if you learn, for example, English and Chinese at the same time, I don't think there is an issue, right? So because these 2 languages are totally different.
Okay, but sir, how do you know those languages?
Well, I've learned quite a couple of languages. So
Wow.
probably later we can
Okay.
discuss more. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the conclusion is that if the languages are similar, so yes, we may have some difficulties.
All right. For example, you know, like if you were Americans and you were learning Bahasa Indonesia and Bahasa Melayu at the same time, the Malay language, so probably you might be experiencing the issue. But if, for example, if you were American, you know, and you were learning Bahasa Indonesia and Chinese, of course, there will be no problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
because they are not similar, yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, different, totally different.
Totally different.
Yes.
Okay. So
Wow,
this is.
how many questions are there?
Actually, there are 13 questions, sir.
13.
Yes,
Now I
but now
think-
we are at 6.
Oh, not 7.
No, 6.
6. Okay.
Yes, still 6. Okay, sir. Can people learn languages only in a few months?
Well, don't get fooled by advertisements,
Yeah.
you know, commercials and promotion, like that promise you, okay, like if you take course in our place, then you will be able to speak in 3 months or a month. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is of course not true.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so you might be able to deliver a speech after you take the course there, but basically you are just reading the language.
reading the language.
You are just reading. You don't know like exactly the meaning, how to construct new ideas, and so on. Well, as a matter of fact, you know, like I was once invited to become a jury for elementary school debate competition, and like I was like very much impressed in the beginning that the school students were able to deliver their speeches, you know, stunningly. But you know, like when I asked them questions about what they just presented, when my okay, so once I was invited to become a jury for elementary school speech competition, and at first, you know, like I was surprised. You know, I was like, wow, yeah. I had that impression because they were able to deliver their speeches stunningly, yeah. But then, you know, like that impression was suddenly vaporizing when I asked them questions about what they had just delivered. Okay, and they were not able to answer most of my questions, and I was able to withdraw a conclusion that they were actually trained to memorize the speeches, and while they were on stage, they only you know, like spoke out of their mere memorization. Yeah.
Okay, so they speak English based on what they already memorized. Only
Exactly.
that.
Probably they even didn't know the meaning exactly.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's different. Yeah,
But
guys.
their pronunciation, you know, like mostly was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can train your pronunciation in a month. You know, you can read with very good intonation in a month, but you don't actually speak the language. You just read the language, or you memorize the language.
Yeah.
Yeah.